We're really delighted to be able to showcase, I suppose, the most comprehensive range of art and design graduates on the island of Ireland. And this year I think is particularly interesting in that we've got students who are really tackling issues that you wouldn't normally necessarily expect artists or designers to address. So aspects to do with diversity, politics, ethics, sustainability, real world problems.
It's important to me that I make work that makes some sort of positive impact, whether that be on like a minute level of like connecting with people or just making people feel like safe and heard and seen. So it's just called Feed Me Your Stories. I'm using food as a tool to kind of carve out spaces for people to explore identity and belonging, particularly with people that identify as third culture or of immigrant backgrounds or just minority groups. I'm hoping to shift the conversation from just like performative diversity to a more like collaborative and pluralistic society, I suppose.
This project's called The Stardust 1981. It's based on the Stardust Fire. So my grandmother, Bridget McDermott, she lost 3 other children in the Stardust Fire. So my family, they've all been fighting for years to try and get justice for the Stardust. But yeah, I just wanted to try and tell that story. My first outcome was a publication. It's a contemporary design. It used the extract from a book that was written in 2006 by Tony McCullough called It Never Came Home. And then in that book, it ends around 2006. So I wanted to really try and capture what's happened since then with my own interviews. And I also wanted to document with photography the journey from January up until the inquest that started in April, late April.
It's a technical project. It's a materials exploration project that focuses on creating a textile that questions our perceptions of what a knitted textile is. It's using a technique called jacquard, which you can use many different yarns and you can customize the patterns that go into it, but you can also add in other yarns during the process. So the combination of yarns that I've used and the finishing techniques mean that it can be laminated onto surfaces, or it can be heat formed and heat pressed into various different forms and surface textures.
My work is really based on traditional loom and weaving techniques, so everything is created very slowly, very considerately. There's a lot of effort put into the dyeing. Everything here has been hand dyed by myself, so it's a very particular colour aesthetic. It's a woven colour is the whole title. I kind of see these as art pieces as well as textiles. So their function really is to bring comfort and kind of intrigue to a space and colour and texture. Yeah, bringing that sense of comfort into a home. That's kind of their function rather than being, a physical object or something you walk on. So it's really like a delight for the eyes and yeah, just something to bring sort of play into the everyday life.